Be ready. Start. At the time of filing of the special leave petition in this matter, the point raised was that the petitioner appellant was a juvenile on the date of commission of the offence and reliance was placed upon the school leaving certificate issued by the principal stroke headmaster of primary school Chitayan district Manpuri Uttar Pradesh. The date of birth of the petitioner was noted as 1/12/1981. The alleged offence was stated to have been committed on 11/3/1998, and if the date of birth noted in the certificate is found to be true, the petitioner would have been 16 years, 3 months and 10 days on the date of incident, namely 11/3/1998. On hearing the learned counsel for the appellant by an order dated 1/8/2011, while taking the said certificate on record, since for the first time such a claim was raised, the district and sessions judge Itawa, Uttar Pradesh was directed to summon the principal along with the original admission stroke school leaving registers and was directed to submit a report. Thereafter, a report was received from the district and sessions judge Itawa stating that prima facie the date of birth of the appellant appeared to be 1/12/1981. However, after examining the original records forwarded by the learned district judge Itawa, it was noticed that the report was not a full-fledged one. The learned district judge was therefore directed to examine the issue as to whether the appellant was a juvenile on 11/3/1998 by summoning the parties before it and also examine any other document to adduce and submit a report within a period of 6 weeks to the court. The said order was passed on 30/1/2012. Pursuant to the said directions, the learned district judge has now filed a detailed report dated 26/3/2012. A perusal of the report discloses that the principal stroke headmaster of primary school Chitayan district Manpuri Uttar Pradesh was examined as CW1 on 5/3/2012, who is stated to have produced the counterfoil of the school leaving certificate relating to the appellant marked as exhibit CW1/A, according to which the date of birth of the appellant was 1/12/1981. The document also disclosed that the appellant was admitted to the school on 1/8/1989 and relieved from the school on 1/7/1992 after passing 5th standard. According to him, the admission register also disclosed that the date of birth of the appellant was noted as 1/12/1981. The chairman, standing committee age determination record stated before the learned district judge that the appellant was examined by the board on 1/3/2012 by the members of the board consisting of a physician, dentist and other radiologist. On such examination, as per the bone age report exhibit CW2/A, the board opined that the age of the appellant was about 22 years and below 25 years as on the date of his examination, namely on 1/3/2012. The other members of the medical board also confirmed the said view of the medical board. Based on the above factors, the district judge has returned a finding that as on the date of the incident, namely 11/3/1998, the age of the appellant was less than 18 years and therefore he was a juvenile on that date. The offence alleged against the appellant was that on 11/3/1998 he gave knife blows on the person of Shiv Shankar PW4, who demanded repayment of the money ₹3,000 lent to the appellant, that immediately after the occurrence, since the injured was not fit for giving any statement based on the statement of Subhash PW2, the FIR was registered and after the completion of investigation, the charge sheet was filed. Having regard to the overwhelming evidence led before the trial court and on being convinced of the proof of guilt against the appellant was convicted for the offence under section 307 IPC, imposing a sentence of 5 years rigorous imprisonment with a fine of rupees 200 with a default sentence of 15 days rigorous imprisonment. The High Court, on a detailed analysis of the evidence available on record and the injuries sustained by the victim PW4, which was supported by medical evidence, dismissed the appeal. In such circumstances, we do not find any scope to interfere with the order of conviction imposed on the appellant. In fact, as stated earlier, this special leave petition was entertained on 30th 9 2011 since it was for the first time argued before this court that the appellant was a juvenile on the date of occurrence as per the date of birth recorded in the school leaving certificate. When we consider the said submission in the light of the provisions of the Juvenile Justice Act 1986, hereinafter called the Act as repealed by the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2000, as well as the subsequent amendment of 2006, read along with the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Rules 2007, it has now become incumbent upon this court to consider the said contention raised on behalf of the appellant in order to find out the correctness of the benefit claimed as a juvenile. The relevant provision which is required to be noted in section 7A of the Act in the present form, which came to be inserted by the Amendment Act of 33 of 2006 with effect from 22/8/2006. The other provisions are section 2 1. The definition of juvenile in conflict with law, section 20 of the Act and Rule 12 of the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Rules 2007, which prescribe the procedure to be followed in the matter of determination of age. Thank you.